You're about to hear the most informative, inspirational, persuasive show in America, the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership.
Hello, happy Monday. Hey guys, I hope you guys had a nice weekend. Mine was okay, it was kind of rough, but that's not what I'm here to draw about. I want to talk about two topics in hand. The first one is impeach Biden. And I know there's a lot of calls for that, and to be honest with you, I'm one of those that has that call. But here's something that a lot of people don't know. Impeachment does not go into a full effect until after impeachment in the House and conviction in the Senate. Okay? Impeachment is not necessarily a black mark. But I think over the past 30 years, it has been used to justify all kinds of crap, to tell you the truth. Now, that being said, you know me, we're going to analyze 3 stories in the noise. Okay, that's a good news story, but it's not one that it's illustrative. Sometimes it's hard to find a good story about the impeachment thing. But we're still going to cover it. We're still going to cover it. Because it's important. And why? I'd love to see him, impeached too. But folks, at the same time, we need to be kind of here's one. Critics warn of smokescreen after Hunter Biden indicted in only case where Joe Biden wasn't involved. Let's look at this.
Hunter Biden is facing a legal battle in the midst of a presidential campaign. The president's son has been indicted for lying about his drug use when he bought a gun back in 2018.
Still, Republicans are raising questions about the special counsel in this case, and they argue there are more serious questions about the Biden family business dealings. Jenna Browder brings us the story from Washington.
Reaction is pouring in about the Hunter Biden indictment, and now his own attorney is speaking out too, saying these new gun allegations won't hold up in court.
Hunter owned an unloaded gun for 11 days. There will never have been a charge like this brought in the United States.
If convicted, the president's son could face up to 25 years in prison, though it's unlikely. He's accused of lying about his drug use on an application to buy a gun in 2018. The indictment comes after the collapse of a plea deal Hunter Biden struck with prosecutor David Weiss, who's since been appointed special counsel in the case. On Capitol Hill.
Well, it will be the first of many indictments, I imagine. For Hunter. Yeah. The weakest one.
That shows that the Department of Justice is doing its job and is taking it seriously, and they determined that these are the charges that they can prove.
Let's be very clear. If we weren't in a majority, nobody would be knowing anything about any of this stuff, and the Department of Justice was going to cover it up like they've been doing the last several years.
CBN News chief political analyst David Brody says there are serious questions about special counsel Weiss.
David Weiss, clearly the special prosecutor, is compromised. I mean, he was the guy that originally struck the plea deal with Biden's lawyers to basically give Hunter Biden a sweetheart deal for no jail time. And then all of a sudden, a couple months later, it's like, well, you know what? I think we'll actually put him in jail.
Brody says Weiss had to save face.
He was under pressure to do something after that plea deal fell apart. And this is the something, what we saw this week.
And critics point out that Weiss's indictment is the only Hunter Biden case where Joe Biden wasn't involved. Polling shows the public has questions about the fairness of the investigation, too. About half of Americans say they have little or no confidence the Justice Department is handling its investigation into Hunter Biden in a fair and nonpartisan way, according to a poll by the Associated Press and the National Opinion Research Center. 61% believe Joe Biden was involved in Hunter Biden's business dealings when he was vice president. And that could be the bigger case here. Critics warn this indictment could be the shiny object to distract from more serious allegations involving Biden family business dealings. That's what House Republicans are investigating in their impeachment inquiry. As we look to the 2024 race for the White House, Brody says it's all weighing on the Biden campaign.
Well, the drum is starting to beat louder and louder for Joe Biden to exit the race. We know privately Democrats, top Democrats, really don't want him to run. They won't say it publicly, but they'll say it privately. The New York Times has reported on this.
As of now, President Biden and the White House have not commented on the Hunter Biden indictment. Jenna Browder, CBN News.
Well, underlying all of this, we need to keep in mind that laptop, which somehow did not become an issue in the campaign in 2020. There seemed to be a coordinated effort between the Biden campaign and news agencies to suppress any information about it. Along with it, you couldn't make any posts about it in social media. Those were all shut down. And the curious, I just find it unbelievable.
Okay, it's only going to go as far as we can go on that one, okay? Impeachment inquiry. That doesn't mean the articles of impeachment have been given, okay? Now, we know about the impeachment requirement of Biden, but let's talk a little bit more about something that is more important. That is the icing on the cake politically, but what the news media keeps missing in the target. And that is this. Rhetoric. We keep missing the target on rhetoric. What is it? Rhetoric is a skill used in oratory. I think far too often many political pundits like to compare rhetoric to the rhetoric of Cicero, which is more theatrical. And that's what people keep reaching for. The theatrical, the sensational. I've said all that I'm going to say about impeaching Biden. I've said, well, to be honest with you, it's just an inquiry. Okay? We don't know, we don't have enough information. And it's not up to me as a pundit to say why. And I know I'm probably going to get banned for saying what I have to say. But listen to me. I believe he should be. He should be impeached. But will he be? No. Not with the line out that we have in Congress. The Republicans took control of Congress, no doubt, yes. But what I'm talking about is those Republicans that have conservative principles. We don't have enough in Congress to impact it. Okay, articles of impeachment can be drawn out, okay? Yeah, that's impeached. But to be honest with you, you know what it is really? What that is the guns. Eating, okay? That can do some damage to somebody's credibility, no doubt. But listen to me. The teeth is if someone is convicted by the Senate, and of all the impeachment inquiries of U.S. presidents, statistically, the relationship between impeachment in the House and conviction in the Senate is nil. Okay? We are 0 for 3. We are 0 for 3. So I want you to think about that. Okay? So we don't need to fart around with this no more. And rhetoric, it's not in the theatrical. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I use a little vocal variety in my speeches and stuff. But that doesn't mean that I become a full-time, actor. And it's funny how about the past 30 years and stuff, the pundits call the powers that be in Washington, D.C. and our state capitals as political actors, instead of going by the term that I might say as policy makers, or makers, better yet, makers of strategy. Okay? Now, some people are probably going to get mad, but be offended all you want. Be mad at me all you want. But I'm going to say it the way I see it. And with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Please subscribe and become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Until next time, keep up the hope. Keep up the faith. Listen, Jesus saves and we're all going to be okay. I want you to put that down in your soul right now. Hug your family tight for me, okay? And take care and be proactively informed. Have a blessed day. And remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really love you.